Welcome in this evening. I'm Lizzie Arbogast, sports editor at Tallapoosa Publishers, alongside managing editor Santana Wood. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty great. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Good.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
I know. It's good to see you from afar. So we obviously want to thank you guys for joining in with us again this evening. We're here to talk about our latest news involving the coronavirus, as well as some other things. We appreciate y'all's support every night, as well as the support of our sponsor, Russell Medical Wound Care and Hyperbaric Medicine. One of the big things that we want to talk about this evening is unemployment. Obviously, unemployment is at an all-time high right now, according to the Alabama Department of Labor. And, a lot of people locally are affected by this.
Yeah, definitely. So really high numbers there. 796 initial claims were filed statewide, either online or by telephone during the week of April 19th through April 25th. And that number includes initial claims of individuals who filed for the first time, as well as additional claims as a result of a new unemployment event. Also includes some other claims as well, such as those claims still being reviewed for eligibility.
So the big thing with unemployment too right now is that obviously with so many people trying to get unemployment, the wait has been longer. Obviously, it's harder to get through to call centers. Once applications are accepted, they still have some backlog in terms of getting people their payments. Currently, the Alabama Department of Labor has issued 64% of those filing for COVID-19 related cases since March 16th.
Yeah, and that's $372 million, which has been paid in unemployment compensation benefits. A lot of people still not paid, but 64% of those who have filed as COVID-19 related have been issued payments. I think that a lot of people need to keep in mind that the caseload for Alabama Department of Labor is huge, almost doubled or more than doubled.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. And even just locally, there are pretty high numbers, and all of our counties had actually been doing really well in the unemployment department before all of this started. The good news is that it seems to be going down, at least here in Tallapoosa County. Locally, there were 628 individuals who had filed for unemployment as of last week, but only 466 for the week ending in April 25th. So that might indicate some good news, hopefully.
Yeah, and Elmore County as well, 1,065 claims filed that week ending in April 25th. Coosa County had 128. So hopefully more people will be getting paid soon as well.
Yeah, unsurprisingly, Jefferson County leads the state with 11,878 filed for unemployment during that week ending in April 25th. Obviously, Jefferson County, having had those high case numbers, has been sort of under more strict lockdowns for a longer period of time. And so that's probably why that's indicative of that.
Yeah, certainly. So the state is paying these benefits under 3 programs covered under that CARES Act: federal pandemic unemployment compensation, pandemic unemployment assistance, and also emergency unemployment compensation as well.
Yeah, Alabama actually is one of the first states in the nation to pay all the new programs which have been enacted by Congress. But again, because those numbers are at a record high, some people are having to wait to receive their payment, but there is a new online tracker that allows individuals to submit their documents directly, which not only speeds up the process, but allows you to then track your claim.
Yes, definitely a great tool there. Also you can check there to see if maybe you had some wrong information or were missing a department or something like that. So really good tool for people to take advantage of.
Yeah, and so our reporter, Amy Pastoretti, talked to a local that's been kind of struggling, and also talked to a spokesperson with the Department of Labor. So look out for that in the Outlook. That's kind of a firsthand look at kind of what it means for those who have lost their jobs and have been out of work for some time. As always, we want to talk to you guys a little bit about the numbers. And first and foremost, we do want to report that another death has been reported in Elmore County by the Alabama Department of Public Health.
Yeah, there are now 2 confirmed deaths of COVID-19 in Elmore County. For a long time, there was just that one death, but it did move up to 2 today. The county also has 86 confirmed cases at this time, an increase of 2 cases since our last update in Elmore County.
And Tallapoosa County also saw an increase in its death count, now at 18, as well as an increase in overall cases, which has gone up to 285, an increase of 5 since last night's show.
Coosa County is still 1 death over there. Actually decreased by 2 in the confirmed case count, now at 29 confirmed cases in Coosa County. So not sure what happened there, but I'm sure it was, the Alabama Department of Public Health has admitted when they have had some discrepancies in the past, possibly a test getting through to the wrong laboratory, or maybe that person, those previous tests were actually different county residents and not Coosa County. We're not sure what that difference is, but there are 29 cases at this time.
Yeah, I think in all this, it's important to remember that people are just a little bit overloaded in general, with not only unemployment, but obviously the Department of Public Health hasn't handled anything like this during our lifetime, certainly. So just bear with them as they get that all corrected. And of course, statewide, there are now 7,068 cases, which is an increase of 164 since last evening.
Yeah, also 272 deaths across the state. Nearly 1,000 hospitalizations since March 13th at 999 hospitalizations due to COVID-19 across the state.
Yeah, so just important to keep in mind those, safety protocols and all those kinds of things, and just stay at home whenever possible to try to continue to flatten that curve here in Alabama. We are going to take a quick break here from our sponsor, Russell Medical Wound Care and Hyperbaric Medicine, and we will be right back.
At Russell Medical Wound Care and Hyperbaric Medicine, we want you to know we're open. We take COVID-19 seriously and have put precautions in place for the safety and health of our patients. Don't delay treatment. Wound duration lasting more than 30 days is less likely to heal naturally. We treat all types of wounds, cuts, and burns, so intervene early. Wound care is critical. Call us today.
Hey, welcome back. I'm Lizzie Arbogast, sports editor at Tallapoosa Publishers, alongside managing editor Santana Wood. I had a good conversation to give you guys some info on unemployment throughout the state, as well as those statewide numbers. Want to jump into our local news for this evening. We here at the Outlook in Tallapoosa County have launched a series of news articles on local medical professionals that are battling, on the front lines this coronavirus pandemic. So we've started with Miss Buffy Colvin, and have another article coming to you about nurse practitioner Robbie Haney.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So, both employees that we've talked to so far have really urged residents not to take the coronavirus pandemic lightly. They're seeing those patients suffering every day, and they know how unpredictable it is. Buffy said sometimes that the days are just so overwhelming that she has to take a minute to sit in her car and just cry it out after work. And then pump herself back up to get back to work the next day. And this is someone who's been in the medical field for 34 years, has seen a lot of stuff, has dealt with a lot of patients, and I'm sure a lot of death over the years as well. But what was so difficult for her was the patients she knows personally.
Right.
She's an Alexander City Council member. She's very active in the community, and she knows everybody. So it's difficult to see so many people that she knows personally struggling.
Yeah, absolutely. Robbie Haney is a nurse practitioner at Russell Medical as well, has been a nurse for the last 7 years, but this is his first year as a nurse practitioner. The good news that he said is that he's really confident in the team at Russell Medical. You know, he says they've really stepped up, they've done a lot of research, are trying to get the newest, best methods for treating it, testing it, all those kinds of things. And he does feel like things are slowly getting better. But I think, you know, again, both of them have said, don't, you know, suddenly let's go out and gather in groups of 50 because things can quickly turn the other way as well.
Right. Definitely both echoed that sentiment of just not to take the situation lightly. But really good article with Haney in tomorrow's Outlook. So be sure to pick that up. We do want to give you some Elmore County news as well in Tallahassee. The Tallahassee Lions Club hosted a Life South blood drive today in the parking lot of J.E. Hott O'Brien Stadium in Tallahassee.
Yeah, social distancing, of course, was practiced, but the officials of Life South wanted to remind everybody that it's really important to donate blood if you can, and it is still safe to do so, again, if you're able to. The Elmore County Commission also announced today that they would have a limited reopening of its county facilities starting Monday.
Yeah, so the limited reopening comes with several restrictions, of course, and guidelines that the public is asked to follow. Citizens are being asked to first use those online services to conduct business or call the county department with which those services are needed. Just basically do what you can over the phone. But if you are coming into the offices, they have some more guidelines for that as well. And you can read more about that on the Wetumpka Herald website now.
Yeah, so as always, we want to end on a feel-good note. The Horseshoe Bend School class of 2020 honored its seniors in kind of an unconventional way. Obviously, those commencement ceremonies aren't certain if they're going to happen or not. So the senior advisors, Julie Turner and Tanya Meadows, went out of their way to do something nice for those seniors.
Yeah, so really cool to see. You know, they blew up those senior portraits and put them in alphabetical order in the school's parking lot for the seniors and families to drive by and see. Principal James Allner said that it was the least that they could do for how many milestones the seniors have lost this year. You know, not even able to say goodbye to their friends, not able to close out their athletic seasons as hoped, you know, don't know what that commencement ceremony looks like. So a really good way to honor them for sure.
Yeah, it's really nice to see people trying to do that. We do want to mention that the deadline for TPI is sort of honoring for those seniors has been extended. I believe it's to May 8th. That's, again, a project that we're working on where we're getting people to submit photos of their seniors, and we're going to make video montages for each school, each class. So be sure to get your senior included on that. The order forms are on all of our TPI websites.
Definitely. And as always, we want to thank you all so much for tuning in tonight to get the latest coronavirus and other local news updates. We really want to thank our sponsor, Russell Medical Wound Care and Hyperbaric Medicine, for supporting us during this and for all that they do as well. So again, I'm Santana Wood, Managing Editor, alongside Lizzie Arbogast, Sports Editor, and we will see y'all tomorrow.